How's it going, guys? Welcome to my 100th not so special video. So anyway, yes, this is my 100th video on YouTube. So I've not really done too much special this time. I was planning to try and get something special, but it's not quite finished yet. I will show you at the end of the video what I'm doing, and we'll come to that in a bit. Right, so this is basically pickups of the last sort of month that I've bought, and probably about the last 2 weeks that I've bought. Actually thinking about it, it's about the stuff I got in about the last week. Yeah, it's the stuff I got in the last week. So this is what I picked up then in the last week. Right, went for some modern technology. Got myself a 3DS. Thought, what the hell? So yeah, it was a one of the sort of turquoise ones, and it was a good deal. So that's pretty much why I bought it. So I got 3DS, which is there. That also came with 3DS case, and then I managed to get Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition and the classic Nintendogs Golden Retrievers and Cats edition. So a hot title there. So anyway, but I got that lot there. Now this 3DS has literally been played with, the guy said it had been played with 3 times, and I actually believe him because it's just mint. I got finger marks on it now. But I got that little lot there for £90 from, you know, just like out of a local sort of paper advert. So I was well happy to get 3DS for 90 quid. Yesterday, and I also managed to pick up a copy of Mario Kart 7, still sealed, for 20 quid as well yesterday. Again, out the paper. So the paper's been good to me this week for 3DS stuff. So yes, I've been slowly going blind for the last couple of nights a week. I said I've not tried Mario Kart, but I will be playing that tonight, hopefully, if I get time. But yeah, so far, yeah, quite impressed with it, to be honest. Super Street Fighter 4 was really wicked on it, so yeah, that's been really cool. Although you can totally cheat by pressing like special move buttons, but apart from the special move buttons, which is probably deemed as cheating, it's a really cool system. So, and yeah, for the money, well happy. Definitely gonna be looking at some titles like Star Fox 64. I really want to get a hold of, and I actually really want to go with the Pac-Man and Gallagher Dimensions game that's out for it as well. Right, so few bits from Leicester first, we'll go with, and then I've been out and about as well. Now I got tipped off there was a couple of bits on from a local trader that was for sale, so I got down there and picked a few bits up. So I just get these bits out the bag. Right, which included, we'll go first, a stack of Atari controllers. Now, a lot of my original Atari 2600 controllers, you move them around, they're like, they feel horrible and they don't really work that well. So this guy had a load of, I don't think he came with like this later 2600s. I don't think it was a 7800, so it must have been later 2600s. Anyway, I really quite like these sort of little handle controllers, and the joysticks on them are just a lot better. Just better quality. So I got 4 of those, sort of, yeah, a couple of 2600 setups. So that was one little lot I got from this guy. Another thing that he had as well, it's a little bit busted up, was an Atari Track and Field as well. Now I made a little bit of a boo-boo with this because I thought it was for 2600 and just steamrolled in and bought it. But it's actually for Atari computers, so it looks like I'm going to have to try and get hold of a yeah, an Atari computer to get this thing to work. So it comes with the original Track and Field cartridge, and this is the cool thing, the controller. Now this thing is a demon. If you play Track and Field back in the day, it's literally just hammer the living piss out of fire buttons. And that's really it. It's just how fast you can literally hit the fire button. So this is, you got 2 buttons here for run, so hit those. and then when you're doing things like I don't know, you're doing like long jump or something, you just hit that to run, and then when you want to jump, hit the red button and away you go. So it's a really cool controller, real nice nick, and I think I got this for, I think I got it for £8. So I mean, some of these things I've seen them going for with the game cartridge for up to like 60 quid. So yeah, well happy to get hold of those. So I need to get hold of another one though for 2-player action, and I also need to either find a 2600 cartridge, or I've got to buy myself an Atari computer of some sort to get it going. But it was pretty cool, and it's boxed barely, but yeah, the box is still there. So that was a nice little find. Right, next from this chap, couple of yeah, Genesis and Mega Drive cartridges. Got Rolling Thunder 2. Not played the second one, but used to love the first one on the Commodore 64. So yeah, you know, looking forward to actually giving that one a blast. Two Crude Dudes, the top game. So managed to pick that up as well. Don't see that too often. And 32X action as well. Bit of Virtual Fighters on the 32X. So got those from him. He actually he just sort of in the deal I sort of chucked in Time Crisis, Project Titan on the PlayStation. Again, I've not played that one yet, but I love my light gun games, so it was cool to get that one for the collection. And he also got a couple of PlayStation titles as well, which included Marvel Nemesis Ride of the Imperfects. So it's kind of a cool beat 'em up. Got Capcom Fighting Jam, which was originally $14.99. Again, just trying to get hold of loads of fighting games at the moment. And also managed to get Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, which again, another fighting game. Looks pretty cool. Looks like one of the characters there, you can actually get the tank from Metal Slug in there, which is pretty damn sweet. So there was all those, and I think that was everything I got from that guy. So that little lot there was, I think I did it for, it wasn't too cheap, to be honest, but I think I paid about £35 for everything, including the Atari controllers, the games and everything. So, you know, even just to get that Atari controller, I was going to probably pay more than that anyway. So, you know, some pretty good games in there. And again, getting these controllers isn't cheap to get Atari controllers these days, so, and they're all in good nick, so I was pretty happy with that. And so again, some PlayStation titles there you don't see every day. Right, moving on then. Next up was, at the weekend I ended up going to up to sort of Chesterfield stroke Sheffield way, and we went and stayed in a barn for the weekend. And on the Saturday, everyone else went out for a ramble, and I wasn't up for a ramble, so I got on the internet and I was like, right, where's the nearest video game shop to where I was, this barn in the middle of nowhere? So, got online and managed to find a store called Movies and Games. So, this is a little village, and it was really good actually. There was a few like games and game stations around, but I was like, no, let's go find an independent one, be a bit more interesting. So I got into this place. At the front, it sold like new video games, so you know, your Wii's, your PlayStation 3s, your Xbox. And they had some, you know, then it moved on to like PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube stuff. And then at the back was like a video shop with stacks of videos, and then absolutely tons of retro stuff as well. There was more PlayStation 1 games than I've ever seen. There must have been like 500 PlayStation 1 games there, a ton of stuff. So I literally, you know, this is a little bit, I probably spent about 2 hours in this shop going through everything. And I went through everything the guy had. I was like, have you got any more retro stuff? He went and got more stuff out the back. So I've got some pretty sweet titles here, I think. So I'm just going to go through everything I got. Pull it all out of the bags. Right, so we'll just go with these sort of generic, yeah, PlayStation titles. Okay, this one, not the classiest of titles, but I just want to play it. Blade 2, I don't know, I just really want to play this game. So, managed to pick that up. Taito Legends, again, some pretty damn cool old arcade classics on there, including the Mighty Phoenix and Operation Wolf. Twisted Metal Black. I don't actually own any Twisted Metal games, which I really should do. I know they're wicked titles. So yeah, gave that one a go. I can never say this. It's either, is it 12 Stag. A really cool sort of Japanese style bullet hell shooter. So that's a really good game. And Maximum Impact, King of Fighters. So again, I've not actually seen that one before on PlayStation. So I got that little lot there. So that was one little package. Then picked up a few PlayStation games as well. Which I got Street Fighter Plus EX2, Street Fighter Alpha 3. Again, been going on a big fighting game tip at the minute. Battle Arena Toshiden 3. I've got the original one, which I love, so really interested to see what the third one's like on that one. And this one, Capcom Generations as well. Now, I've never seen this one before. This is actually a 4-disc PlayStation game. If we can open it all up. So 1 disc, 2 discs, 3 and 4. And there's some pretty cool old titles on here. Let's go through in the book what you get to find the list of games. So we've definitely got 1942 and 1943. Again, a couple of my favourite games there. I love those games. What else have we got here? I'm going to say these all probably really bad. Vulgus by the looks of things. We've got Sun and Sun, Hajimor, 1942, Eyed Eyes, Battlefield Wolf. We've got Satan World Monster Village, Gunsmoke, Secti Zone possibly, Battle Elegy, Russian Crash, Alice's Wings, Sidearms, which is a wicked game, Ruffian, Top Secret, 1943, the original Street Fighter, Road to Tiger, F1 Dream, another 1943 sort of special edition, and Last Duel on there as well. So some pretty good titles all chucked in there. I think there's like Ghosts and Goblins. Again, I'm not actually plugged it in yet, but yeah, so there's a nice sort of selection of old school Capcom games in there. Then we got a couple of NES classic titles, nicely boxed as well. Gauntlet 2, so quite like to get that one going 4-player on the NES. Good old Gauntlet. It's never quite as good as you always remember it being, but highly annoying at times. It's always funny when there's 3 of you just go off and your one friend just ends up in the corner with 1,000 ghosts just attacking him until he dies. So Gauntlet 2, and also got Shadow Warriors Ninja Gaiden as well. Again, really like that one on the NES. So yeah, got that again. And then picked up last 2 from this shop. Now the day before, yes, I got a unboxed copy of Two Crude Dudes, but I thought, what the hell, get a boxed up copy. This is really nice nick as well. In here, the manual is absolutely mint. You can see inside there, it's just really nice condition. Some of the nicest Mega Drive games I've seen. It is a Genesis title, but that's fine. So Two Crude Dudes, and then this baby that I found hidden in all the other stuff, Gunstar Heroes as well. And this one again is absolutely mint inside. Not a crease or anything on any of the manuals. Again, the cartridge is even still got its original like shine on it. So it literally looks like it's, I don't know if it's ever been played. So that was absolutely mint. Now this goes for quite a lot of cash. I've seen that go for at least sort of like £30–35, no problem. So I managed to do the guy for all of those. So, you know, some nice titles in there. Okay, the PlayStation ones are fairly generic, but some nice original PlayStation titles, and definitely some nice Mega Drive titles. Managed to get that lot for $45 for everything, so I was pretty happy with that. Again, Gunstar Heroes alone, worth a lot of dough. So that was that little lot, and then I think I'm going to move on to the last one, which actually came in the post today. So we'll open this up. Right, so hide my address. We'll slice this open. I've not actually had a look at it yet. I know what it is. Right. Cool. So this is, as you can see, the Grandstand Afterburner with super sound. Now my brother used to have one of these back in the day, and I used to love playing this thing, so that's kind of why I got it in a way. So it was pretty cool to actually still find one that was still boxed as well. It's a classic Afterburner LCD game. Now back when we were kids, used to love Afterburner on the arcade. Now we didn't have a console. I think we may have had the Commodore 64 at the time, so we had no way of getting Afterburner anywhere. So I remember my brother, for one of his birthdays, got this Afterburner LCD game. It was like the biggest LCD game they possibly made at the time. They used to make this, and they used to make like an Outrun version as well. So you know, I'm going to get it out of the box. It'll do the talking. So it was cool to still get one boxed. I got this at a steal as well. I managed to get this for $4.99. No one bid on it, and I don't know. I love this thing. $4.99, you really can't grumble. Right, let's get it out of the box. See if it's as good as it used to be. Again, I've not even seen one of these for, I don't know, eons. Probably must be a minimum of 15 plus years. Right, so here it is then, the Grandstand Afterburner. It looks really diddy now compared to the box. And again, my hands have probably grown sevenfold since I used to play this thing. I don't know if it's got any batteries. No, it has no batteries. Denied. No. I'm sure it probably takes about 700 batteries as well. Yeah, which I don't have at the minute, so maybe I'll have to show this another day. But on here, you get your tiny little LCD screen there. Now the cool thing about it was, yes, you could actually fly your plane left and right, and it had double triggers as well, so you had like your machine gun, and then you had rockets at the bottom there as well. And then you also had your sort of speedometer as well, so you could literally, this thing had gears, so you could literally, you know, low, medium and high speed action as well. Then I can't remember if this display here actually, I think it may have lit up when you sort of died, but none of these buttons did anything at all. And again, the artificial horizon does nothing at all. So there was a lot of fakery on this thing, but it was still epic for the time when it came out. So it's saying that 1987 when this thing came out. So yeah, $4.99, I really couldn't grumble. It's just such a wicked thing to have back in my collection, so I'm well happy to get hold of my Afterburner LCD game. Right, so as slightly promised, I will take you up now to my games room, and I'll show you something I've been working on that should have been the 100th video sort of special, but it's now probably going to be like the 102nd video special, probably something like that. So we'll head upstairs and I'll show you what we're up to. Welcome to video game hell. Right, this at the minute is my games room, which is just a mass of just consoles and stuff in boxes. Now this is actually a spare room in our house, and it's got to be a functioning bedroom by Boxing Day. So the clock's ticking for me to get this place basically sorted out and nailed. So one of the things that was going to be on my 100th video, if I had the time to get it sorted out, was going to be our Perla Bead Mario World wall that was sort of already painted, and now we're building it into this big Perla Bead Mario World wall. So it'll look like an original screenshot from the Super Nintendo. So this is part of a few of the pieces that say we're going to be putting on this thing. So it'll look all, you know, sort of 8-bit, 16-bitty. Again, it will also be slightly sort of three-dimensional as it's sort of, you know, coming out of the wall. So some of these pieces, for instance, there, this sort of floor piece will kind of go on the wall there, like so. So it should look pretty cool when it's all done. Like I said, we've got quite a lot of all the pieces made now, so just got a few more to do. So maybe within the next sort of week or so, could finally get this damn thing finished, and you know, I can show you guys. Again, sorry, it was meant to be for the 100th video, but I've just been crazy busy at the minute and just not had enough time to get it finished. It's nearly there, but it will definitely be worth the wait, because when it's finished, it's gonna look sweet. So yes, thank you for watching the last 99 videos and hopefully this one. Again, you know, I've just blown over by you know, how wonderful people are on YouTube, and you know that everyone enjoys watching my videos. I said I've had over 200,000 views on my videos now, and again, you know, got over 800 subscribers now, so it's, you know, really cool. So again, if you're one of those people, thank you so much for watching, and you know, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I said, you know, this wonderful Mario creation, yes, will be up and running in the next few days. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you soon with some more reviews. You take it easy.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.